It's almost ready then. I'll bring it to you.
You get in there. Your mail call today. Oh. I'm going to try to set this up on a stand.
Hello, guys.
All right.
Come on back there.
Before we move it again.
Yeah. I knew that was please.
So, what is my role, to read the mail?
Nope, you don't know.
Okay, I'm just getting everybody.
I rolled the corn, which is just done.
Oh, lovely.
No, there's cake coming today.
Oh,
Cake.
Cake.
Yeah, cake.
well, I gotta eat the corn. It's cooked.
I know. Well, the corn is the meal, and then the cake is the dessert, which is the most important part.
So I'm
So-
gonna go over there and eat my corn.
Well, no, we got to do mail call first. Oh, you want to eat your corn on mail call?
Huh?
You want me to bring you your corn on mail call?
I can eat corn on mail call.
Do you take it off the cob?
I'll show it.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, she makes the rules around here. She wants her corn for mail call. That's fine.
It's done.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Christine, who actually I've known since I was like 10. She grew up with in Linfield, where you grew up, and she knew Dad.
Wing Road, back then. Yeah, off of Main Street, down by Lowell.
Oh.
And
So we're getting back.
my favorite memory of your Chestnut Street home was
You got to talk loud because she
was
won't hear.
when you all were away and you asked Lisa Simons to check in on a pregnant mare, and she gave birth that night. Lisa and I slept in the barn. Lisa knew a little bit of what was going on. I knew nothing, but it was one of the most memorable nights of my life.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah,
We specialize in memorable things around.
yeah. I think I was young enough to have watched it and then decided I'd never have children.
It's a scary thought.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know what to expect, and that wasn't it. It was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I remember your circuses and your
Yeah.
all sorts of things going on there. Yep. And you've kept up the excitement.
She's still in the circus mode.
Yes.
Yes.
That is true. Did you see my pig down there?
I did see the pink pig. She's lovely.
Didn't she love it?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to turn this one
The
on.
back of my car, so I can carry around the back of my car.
Yeah, that's probably an important thing, right?
It is. It is.
What kind of looks do you get?
Get some good ones.
Yeah, I
Where's-
bet.
Where's the plug
Get
to
some
it?
good ones.
I bet.
Where's the plug to that one?
What?
Where's?
To the
I plugged it
microphone?
today.
Okay.
Don't overcook that corn.
Here's the thing.
All right.
Oh, that goes in
No?
there.
Right back.
All right. Mention your parking request on YouTube chat. See if you have any bites. I'm reading the comments. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm playing the role of Elizabeth,
All right.
and I'm going down to South Carolina on Monday. I was supposed to stay a week, but I've decided to come back with everything going on. I feel like I should come back early, but I need to park my car in Charlotte and catch a one-way flight back. So I put it out on
Facebook.
Crazy Acres,
Yeah.
and I found someone who is hopefully going to. I found a few options for parking my car, which is
Oh,
fantastic.
that's good.
Microphone is blocking Carlene's face.
That's all right. I'm going to eat corn.
Yeah, that's fine. And
I may turn around and eat my corn here because it looks like maybe I'm not on. Corn on?
I'll check the corn, you guys. So, and I'm watching you guys chat. I'll watch the corn. Christine, do you want corn too? Or?
No, I'm
No.
fine, thank you.
So, I have the stuff ready for you, but this has to be close because we could not hear it with anybody last night.
Well, pull over that round thing, and that's what we put it on.
All right.
You can put it in. Get back. Everybody back.
We could see the lips going, but no sound, so.
Yeah. Okay, so that'll get everybody, right? Back! Get up back there.
I'm so glad you came to join.
Oh, thank you.
Back. Up on the bed. Get up there. Wrong end.
So Carlene is excited to have this corn tonight. I'm not sure. Did you go pick it or did you go to the store?
Do you remember Bailey? That's
What's that?
I'm starving!
I'm getting the corn. I was a dog.
Will you
that.
stop letting him lick you in the face?
No, I tried to stop him.
Well, stop him.
Okay.
Period.
Stop him.
Because he's doing that to strangers now.
Oh.
No, you keep your face to yourself.
So,
What's he chewing on? What's he eating?
cardboard.
Cardboard.
Okay, corn is
Okay.
coming.
Corn is coming. Smells good.
You
Looks
know about
good.
Brady's corn down the road?
I do.
That's what this is. And I haven't
Ah.
had any Brady's corn yet.
Yeah.
Oh
The
dear.
best. So sweet.
So I'm glad you're all here to join us this evening.
I
It's like a-
don't know.
No.
I thought Carly was coming, but I found Carly's not coming.
Where is the mail? At the end of the street?
And
Yeah, do I need to go down and get? Because there's a cake someplace.
There's a what?
The cake is here. Maybe let me run down and.
Well, you better go find it.
Yeah, I'll go find the cake.
Some of you guys talk and entertain everybody.
All right.
Get that dog away from your face.
So.
Back.
They're gonna just have just a piece of corn.
So I just met the new move-ins.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Adorable, aren't they?
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
So,
3 babies and retired standard bred who looks like he's seen better days, but
Yeah, yeah.
he's
We
hit
just
the
had the
golden ticket to be
the
here.
vet was just here,
oh, good.
and 2 of the babies are recovering. One is
Oh,
still
yeah.
in the process of recovering. So
One was sicker than the others.
yes, yeah, the black one because the 2 brown ones were treated in Pennsylvania. The black one was not, so she has a little bit more acute
Okay.
symptoms, and he's just doing up our health certificates and Coggins tests and things like that before he goes. So that's what happened today.
And how old are they? About 2 to 3 months?
He said one of them was 2 to 3 months, the other was 3 to 4 months. The other 2 were 3 to 4 months. So, and Christine is now in the process of getting a horse. She's my age, which is very young, and she's decided to start riding again.
Yeah.
So she went out
Yeah.
and she
Quick!
came.
Yeah.
Don't let them put you off till my age, because then you can't. Then they won't find a horse for you.
Yeah.
They'll find a horse.
Yes.
They say, well, no, not quite right. So then you can't ride again.
That's
So
exciting.
Whatever.
Jim's been helping. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Tried
Christine.
one out, and we're considering another, and
Yeah.
lots to learn.
She
It's fun.
does our Thursday round.
Oh, good.
At the
Okay.
farm. She feeds there every Thursday, and she's gotten to the point where I don't even have to show up on Thursdays, and she does all the heavy lifting.
Yep.
It's hard to find volunteers.
It's like an NFL combine, actually. You know, pushing wheelbarrows, pulling wheelbarrows, moving animals,
But it keeps you in great shape.
shoveling big piles of big stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
fun. It's good work.
Someday special, I'll take you up to get hay.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
Well,
thank
I've,
you.
I've stacked your hay loads before.
Yeah,
What are those? Those are on Tuesdays?
yeah.
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough to end on Thursday, so I missed those big hay loads. That's a lot of damn hay.
It
A
is.
lot of
It
hay.
is.
Mm.
It is
Heavy,
a
big,
lot.
heavy hay.
It's not too bad here because we put on that.
A conveyor belt. I've done it here too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Meredith, you have to lug them a ways, so it's a lot of work.
My corn is hot.
Cleaning stalls, moving horses, and
But it's fun though, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I take a million pictures every time I'm there, show them to my kids who are completely uninterested, but I show them anyway.
Same with my family. They're
Yeah.
not interested.
Where are your kids?
My kids, I have 2 sons in Boston and a daughter in college. She's home for the
Sons in
summer.
Boston.
Yep, working out of college in their mid-20s.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you gave up on
you
the
don't look that old.
So, oh, I'm older than Janine.
Are you really?
I am. I am.
You've aged well.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, but, yeah, so when my daughter went to college, she's going to be a junior, so 2 years ago, when she went to college, that's when I decided I was gonna get a horse. Now, I rode as a child,
Okay.
and then, through career and family raising and all that, didn't ride for decades.
Yeah.
Yeah, just came back.
No sign on the cake.
Okay.
Someone said that the cake has been delivered. They said it was coming on Tuesday. Elizabeth is down with the vet right now. Maybe she picked it up.
Sometimes they put it on the back stairs there outside the vehicle.
Did she have the mail too?
She might.
She's not interested in the mail.
She just wants the cake.
Elizabeth, oh.
Oh, hers is lame.
I'm gonna eat a little
Although
corn.
we do get interesting
Keep
mail,
going.
for sure.
So that's what brought me back to this world. I've been working with Janine and Elizabeth at Meredith. That's been awesome.
Isn't that beautiful?
My favorite horse is Chester, the unplaceable beauty. We keep returning him.
Oh,
but he's a beauty. He's just Chester.
it's just a nice time in your life to have this to do.
Yes, it is.
No luck.
No look at the cake. I lost my phone, or I text her.
Yeah.
On the cake. I've been excited all week for the cake. Yeah, ask her if she has the cake or the, yeah, I'm gonna,
Elizabeth, we're looking for the cake.
yeah. All right, get out of here, Lauren. I was looking at my phone and I put it down to go get the
corn?
corn, so let me get the questions today. All right.
And you're gonna fill me in on this later, how to do it, or Carly, I just assumed I kept
Yeah,
watching
Carly
the driveway.
has it. Carly has the day off, and the vet showed up. So, okay, yeah. Somebody, I don't even know who texted me, but somebody texted me that there's the cake had already been here, and the cake is coming from Betty. Very excited about that. There's a package delivered, horse treats delivery. Picture shows a table with purple cove and a plant on. Oh, I know where it is. Oh well. Okay, I know where that is.
Oh, that's so fun.
Voila.
Yeah, they send you a picture nowadays.
Of where they delivered it?
Yeah, when it's delivered.
Oh, that's awesome.
Perfect. I know I can see things at my front door sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a little protection for them also,
Yeah.
to show that they see we're there.
Around here, it's necessary,
Yeah.
because they leave it, the name of places.
Well, it is kind of unique, once you enter, people don't know where the house is, and it's obvious to us where everything is, but
I put 37 on the doghouse down there,
then they should,
number 37,
then they should know.
supposed to know. No?
Here, we'll have big arrows.
Yeah, there was a delivery truck pulling in when I was pulling in, so I parked down below.
Oh, really?
So that must have been the case.
Oh, that could be.
Could be. I've asked everybody to find me FedEx, and
I didn't find a cake. I think Elizabeth must have it all in her car. But here's one thing that was underneath.
good.
Yeah.
Is this part of mail call? Are you gonna open this?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was underneath the table downstairs. So,
You are a pest.
okay, let's see. Having trouble hearing almost everyone. Anyone having trouble hearing? Okay, sometimes Amazon delivers, depends on the driver. Okay. Is Betty here?
Treats.
What?
Treats.
Yes.
Is it who they're from?
So you can always tell it.
Horse.
Oh, it's horse treats.
Peppermint nuggets.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can always tell when it's something edible because the dogs.
Yeah, they're onto it.
Yeah.
No, let's see if there's a, well, it's Amazon delivery, no.
They usually put their name in the address.
Oh, Fusion.
Fugan.
F-U-G-E-N.
Thank you, Fugan. What did Brian say about the Jenny? The Jenny, she had a big lump on the side of her neck. So that kind of ties it in. She was in a stall with the two babies that also have lumps on their neck.
Oh,
And that indicates that someone's already given her,
vaccine?
given her a shot of Exceed. And so she's already had a round of antibiotics. So she was probably sick prior to the sale. A lot of times horses go from auction to auction. And the guy, we talked to the guy that was taking care of the two of the brown ones and the donkey. They were in one small teeny stall together. And he said that he pulled them out on Thursday because they were so sick and he had treated them. But we thought he was just talking about the two foals, but the Jenny must have been treated too, and she's healthy. So I think we're out of the woods. The only one that didn't get any treatment was the big black one, the bigger black one, and she's got a little bit of a temperature and a little bit of a snotty nose, but there's no lung.
What is that lump though? Is it like a glands? That
No,
are
it's
swollen?
when you give the shot, the Exceed, he said that the guy who gave him the shot, he said that obviously it wasn't someone who's experienced giving shots with foals, it wasn't a veterinarian because it was too close to the bone on all three of them, which is really painful and develops that big lump.
Oh.
And then he pulled out Elmo, the big, and to get his Coggins, and Elmo has really swollen back legs. He had Amish shoes on, and looks like he's been, working Amish horse. But he was talking about if you look closely on Elmo's front legs he has what we call pin fire. Do you remember pin firing? Those that's what
Go.
that's what they were doing. Come on.
Back up.
That's what they were doing 20 years ago. So that probably he had.
Behold.
Yeah, I got his papers because he has a freeze band on him. So 20 years ago he was a racing horse, and that must have been why he was retired. It's because something happened to him. They pin fired him, and then he went off to an Amish farm since he was, probably 4 years old, pulling the carriage.
Huh.
And
hard life.
he's like, "What are you going to do with them?" I'm like, "He's like, why do you buy these things?" And Elizabeth and I were like, "Oh, why do
If
we
you
do this?"
saw him though, you'd wanna.
Yeah.
I wanna own him.
Yeah, he's so sweet.
Yeah,
But
he just needs some TLC and some rest.
Yeah.
And
The
the soft
pasture.
landing.
Yeah,
Soft
yeah.
landing. Yeah.
So no one, he's like, well, you're not going to be able to. Nobody's going to want him. What?
Yeah.
Of course he's. Don't say that in front of him.
Yeah, I know.
For Elmo. He's really sweet. He's really big. He's really big.
He's tall, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So
tall.
he's
all
23
bones
years
on
old.
Bag
23 years old?
23 years old, and
Will you get your head off the microphone? Go on, back.
come on, back.
Back. There you go.
So
Good boy.
he got his cognitive test taken, and he's coming back in 3 weeks to issue the health certificates.
He's the one with the kid wrote the letter about take care of my family's horse.
Yes. That was it. I don't know if a kid wrote it, but somebody wrote it. That, and I assume that he was a horse that was driven there, and somebody else. They bought another one.
I'll
to go
read you
home.
the letter, it was really
Oh,
nice.
yeah. From the Jenny, so that we can tell how far along. Oh, maybe Elizabeth remembered to have him look at the light, but I left Elizabeth down there, so maybe she forgot. So have him draw some blood for the light.
Oh.
Or to see if she's
Pregnant, yeah.
I
The
think we already did that, didn't they?
No, we did it on the donkey that's down there, and she is pregnant. But the little pony.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw a couple other ponies that looked as fat as Delight, and I went up to them and I asked them if they were pregnant, and he's like, "No, it's a boy."
Oh.
So it might just be a shape that I've not seen. There's a little pinto one that looked just like her, the same body type,
Yeah.
and she was so small. I said, "Is she pregnant?" And he's like, "No, it's a he."
We have that trouble around here every once in a while.
Yeah. So, so that's all.
Elizabeth does not have the cake, by the way.
She's not a cake. I'm here. I stayed because I thought there was cake.
And it showed a picture where it was?
No, that was the.
Oh, that was the box.
They love these. Peppermints are super popular with the horses, so that'll be good. That'll be a good way to make friends with these new guys.
Okay, here's the letter that came with
Okay.
Elmo.
Read it out loud. Thanks.
Okay. Elmo, College Road, it quotes, must have been his registered name.
Yeah.
Has been our family's horse. It's been our family's horse. Got younger horse that pushes him away from feed. Deserving of a better home. Still eats good. Kind horse, travels sound. Please find him a loving home. Elmo drives the very best.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm not believing all of this, first of all, because there's no way that that's being pushed off feed. He's starving.
Yeah. No, they didn't feed him.
No, he's starving.
Yeah, you go through Amish country, and those horses, we were pulling out of the auction when a church was getting let out. So we stopped because they were like, we were at an intersection, and the church was over here, and all the horses were coming out of the parking lot, and it was going across a road where it was a 50-mile-an-hour road, and like 5 horses came by, and then they stopped. Like the horse here had to stop, and the car, like this horse wanted to go with this horse, and he's like dancing there, and these cars are like right in front of him, like not. I would stop. You see a horse, you stop, you let him. But like there were cars going by at a speed of 50 miles an hour, as if, and they were treating this horse that was standing there waiting as if it was a car, like someone had
An
just
idling car.
an idling car that didn't think for itself, like that horse. And the horse stood there, like you could tell he wanted to go, and he was kind of dancing a little bit because he doesn't see the horses behind him because he has blinders on. There's a line of horses behind him. He only sees the horses that went across the road.
Then got left behind.
And he got left behind, and I was like, oh, but
Made it.
but he made it, and then and then they just kept going across. But so a lot of them, they go. We've got a horse that, and some of them are being driven too by little kids, in some like they look like a 12-year-old kid driving in a buggy that came out of the church parking lot too, and the roads they don't have a separate section. They don't even have a bike lane, and there's cars going on. And one horse we rescued, I talked to the kid. He's a 14-year-old kid, and it was a mare that he had driven 7 miles every day to go to work. And in the summer he drove, and it was the fall, so he wasn't going to need her. And I was like 7 miles each way, so that's 14 miles a day on the. It's like driving around here on like some of these roads in Pennsylvania are little windy roads that go up and down hills, and it's just really scary. And they're fast. You can go 50 miles an hour, and I'm always so nervous driving the big trailer and then passing these little kids driving horses. I'm like, oh Jesus.
They're probably so used to it that, if you grow up that way.
Yeah, and I'm sure people down there are used to passing horses on carriages. It's very scary.
I would find it uncomfortable.
Yeah, so the full and we put the Jenny, as a lot of people noticed that the Jenny wanted to go outside and be with the donkeys. So
Really?
we put her out with the donkeys. And she's much happier now. We just wanted to confirm that she wasn't like actively sick. So we put her out.
She's timid though, isn't she?
Yeah, she's afraid of people. She's only 3 years old and hasn't really been handled much at all. So I put her out with the donkeys. They're and then tomorrow morning I'll take Elmo and the gray horse over to across the street at Meredith, and we moved a bunch of horses around and opened up that paddock so that it's available for just them. And then we'll let the foals out. We're just trying to get everybody. I don't think Betty White will be kicking at any of the foals, but we wanted to make sure that they didn't have any. And the foals do kick at each other, but I don't want anything big kicking at them. So, yeah.
But Betty White's staying here.
Betty White. So for now, Betty White is staying here. Yeah. But if she doesn't get along, if she doesn't
behave herself, she's old.
Yeah, she goes back over to Meredith across the street with the rest of them.
So who will be across the street? Just
It'll be Elmo and the gray mare that's in the back that you didn't see.
okay.
Yeah.
I did see her. Yeah.
She's going to another rescue. We
Yeah.
just are transporting her because she was on the same trailer. She's already gone through quarantine, already got her health certificate and everything, but because she was on the same trailer as horses that just came out, the clock starts again. So, shoot the animals for so someone's asking about, just go to, they're asking, I've been watching Mail Call on Facebook, how do I find the other cameras? Yeah, so the other cameras, if you go to Crazy Acres, we're having some link problems. I gotta fix those links. But if you go to Crazy Acres, someone share a link on that person that's looking for. There it is. There's the link. Nancy Schnauzer mom sent a link for the other cameras. I've been so busy. There's camera problems. There's website problems. Yeah, and I have to get the. Wait a minute. It says every time I try to watch, the cameras are off. Yeah. Well, anytime we have a bleep in the internet, or it resets the IP, and I have to go in and change the password. So that's what's happening. And I think I could fix it with that device I keep talking about getting, which I haven't done yet. I've been moving my mother, and I've been dealing with lots of stuff. So.
What do you need, a booster?
No, I think what I need to do is this device where all the cameras go through it, and it gives me I need a static IP address. That's the problem. Is there's a dynamic IP address, which every time the internet sneezes, then the IP address changes.
Yep.
And then, but you can get a device where it sets everything to have a static IP address, so that if you lose your internet, it comes back with the same IP address. I really have no idea what I'm talking about, so people
Sounds good.
correct me in the comments, but I think that's what I need. The router with the fixed IP. There, I knew Joe kicked in for that. Thank you. That's what I need. The router with have that. I don't even, so that's one of my things that I have to read directions on. But right now, I'm focusing on trying to get the Donkey Derby page up. That's what I did today. And I'm trying to use WordPress, because as you can tell, the current website for Crazy Acres, which is going to evolve, because it's now Goldie's Farm, is done in Wix, and Wix is not friendly with YouTube, so I'm moving it all over. When we redo the Goldie's Farm, I'm going to do there's a lot going on. Yeah.
Glad to get up on
Where
this.
did you go today with visits with Judy? You guys didn't go, did you?
No, because I came in on the afternoon.
Okay, what's your schedule like this weekend?
We have something tomorrow, and Thursday or Friday, I've just sent a couple emails to people that are coming by.
Okay. When are we going with the goat? We didn't bring the goat up.
Well, the goat, we're held up because of COVID.
Oh, we're still on that was only a week. Okay, yeah, so.
That's,
And they're gonna contact us as soon as it's clear.
Joe says you gotta keep WordPress updated consistently, and I learned that because I haven't updated it for a year for ERN and the page. I went to go look at it the other day, and I needed to do software updates. So the ERN was not working. I'm like, oh, I can't get anything working. So yeah.
You have a lot on your plate.
Yeah. But it's getting better. Mark, Cloud Doc, everything is up there. Okay, so they're talking about that. So we didn't put the goat.
we didn't put the goat shirt on, no.
Yeah, we'll have to do that tomorrow. He's
You think it's big enough?
I don't
It
know.
is.
That's a pretty fat goat.
Have you
Yeah.
seen it? It's around here someplace.
So Christine, do you have any fun stories of my mother?
Ooh, I love it, it's flashy.
What's your, or my dad, or growing up, you actually visited the farm in Linfield, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you remember?
Having a baby.
Was that?
Other than the baby?
Yeah, that was memorable. There was all sorts of,
Were you there for the circus years?
yeah, that's what I was just thinking. There was all sorts of, what, is it my imagination, or did you catapult small kids across the yard on some little sort of a?
I know what you're gonna ask them.
No, that is not your imagination. Do you remember we had the seesaw thing
The
going?
seesaw thing.
Yeah.
And you tried for a long time. The catapult. She wanted in the circus to have my sister, and remember the Nutters.
Yes.
My
Carrie
sister
Nutter.
and Cindy would jump off of a barrel.
Yeah.
Onto the. You made a
Yeah,
Yeah.
seesaw thing.
yeah.
And send
And
Carrie
I was-
Nutter sailing through the
Yeah.
air.
No. Originally it was me. That I would, and we're trying to have it so that I would go by. They would have the horse go by as they catapulted me into the air,
And
and I would land on tacky.
Yeah.
And everybody got so upset because I kept missing. They're like flying me through the air. I'm landing like on the horse's
You were
head.
always the crash test dummy.
With a slippery,
Oh, that was a different problem, but that I flew through the air and fell so many times, and they're like, well, it's Janine's problem. So Kristen, who took Kristen Nutter, who took gymnastics, was able to successfully
Yeah.
land on the on tacky.
She
who was-
wasn't the equestrian, Janine was, but she was the gymnast that got there.
She
for the
was
horse.
able to, but then we could never coordinate it well enough in time for the circus, because of course the circus is in 2 days, and
Yeah.
we're deciding to do this.
Yeah.
So we just had Kristen do a handstand on the back of tacky.
I remember that one.
So
Yeah.
I do remember
Oh, no,
she
it's a
was flying
headstand.
through the air.
A headstand on the back, and this is a big horse. And then we did, instead of doing the seesaw, we had tacky.
We had Tinker on the seesaw.
You know, tinker on the seesaw, but tacky would go underneath, and like we put two barrels here, and so one kid would stand on a foot in each barrel, and tacky would trot underneath, and then you'd sit down as you went, and then we put another kid there, and then we'd have to duck and try to get up the next person in, and everybody would slide back, and it was
The last one falls off.
You know what was a highly entertaining read is your book.
oh yeah.
I just recently discovered she had a book. I was scouting around on LinkedIn
Yeah.
for professional reasons with Janine, and it came up that she's an author, and I didn't know that. So I went on Amazon and
Yes,
ordered
yeah.
her book. I think everyone watching should do the same. It was a really, really, you really get a taste of what
It's
Carlene's
real.
backyard was all about back then, and it's a really good read.
Yeah,
It was entertaining. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was, the pig.
yeah.
Oh, the pig, is it, I can't even remember, wrote that in 2013, and did I write the pig would chase my dad?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
These are great stories.
Yeah.
Good job.
yeah,
Yeah. The problem is there's just so many of them,
yeah.
and I don't always remember them, but I do remember.
And
them.
all
I
the
remember
movies
the pig
that you
coming
produced.
out from underneath the bushes and chasing Tom into
Yeah,
the house.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
hysterical.
yeah.
Mm.
And every day he did that, and I just thought that was wonderful.
And I think you
Dad
quoted
did
as saying,
not.
look, if you can't outrun a pig,
Yeah.
then we got bigger fish to fry.
Oh, and she said the same thing about the rooster.
Rooster.
Like, if you can't outrun the rooster,
You don't belong here.
you don't belong here. If you're afraid of a little rooster, and boy, that rooster,
Rooster
Roosters
was
can be
nasty.
mean.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
mean.
yeah, and he chased you, and like all the kids, we would,
We fed the dogs and the rooster out of one tub right
Yeah.
inside the barn door.
yeah,
And the rooster kind of guarded that tub.
yeah, the rooster was
But
tough.
everybody ate it. I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't feed the dogs like we
The
do
rooster,
now.
yeah, it was just one big,
55 pounds, you dumped it in once in a
God,
while.
Larky would just sit down and eat it all in one day.
Yes,
Larky has a,
definitely.
I don't know what, there's a word for, what does he have? Where he eats stuff. Larky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he'll eat,
Doesn't have to be food.
yeah, he'll eat, I don't know.
He finds, yeah,
The washcloth, yeah, you've gotta watch those, cause
Yeah.
he grabs them.
yeah.
But yeah, so we used to have the big gigantic tub, and the rooster would
Just
guard
free
it.
feeding.
And then the slide that I made out of the hay.
Oh, that was the other,
From the
that
top
was
of
the
the
other
barn.
flying children, yeah.
Mm.
Yes, you put
But I was
up,
the first one to go down it and it collapsed.
And,
So I had to go back and
and then there was the big huge, was it a tricycle with a huge wheel?
oh, that's still down in the barn. I
Oh, is
found
it?
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
found that. I wonder if that would still work.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
learned that.
You should try it.
I'm too old for that shit.
No.
You know what, maybe we
It's
can bring the
minus one.
camera to the parking lot, why don't you try to
It's
pedal
minus
around
one
the parking
pedal.
lot?
Oh, it is.
No,
Oh,
we
well, see,
could
I
fix
can't
that,
do it.
Carlene, you must have a pedal in
Dang.
somewhere.
Yeah, dang. Yeah.
We could get that up and running, I bet.
Oh,
Sure.
I rode that 26 miles for the Great
Cake
Lakes.
by the blue
You did,
mailbox,
really?
we've
You know
been
the
telling
Great
you
Lakes?
to, okay, so the cake is by the blue mailbox, telling you in the comments, where's the blue mailbox? Purple mailbox? Is there a picture, is it purple?
Down at the street?
Raccoons will have it by then.
Yeah, I'm going right to the street, yeah. Okay, so it may be down by the,
Take my golf cart.
yeah.
Should we time her?
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
you, with
should
your
we
little
stop
brother
and
going
have
out?
a
It is
I'll
right
time
on
you,
it.
go get it.
It's next to the mailbox, the cake's down the street.
Oh, perfect.
I'll take the mail,
Oh,
I'll
right.
go right back.
Who's the cake from?
Betty?
Oh,
Down on the Cape.
nice. Did she make it?
She buys them from Gold,
I don't know.
Gold Body, something, it's a company that finds the best of every sort of thing, like
Oh,
in
and then-
Philadelphia, it's a cream
Yeah.
steak cheese, whatever. And
Makes
they
it
have
all
this
look-
chocolate cake that is wonderful.
Oh, good. I've got a 30-pound head here. This dog's head's
Be a
huge.
good girl.
I have to get this down pat so I can do it if nobody shows up.
This is how you set it.
Yeah, I don't know if there are more come after this. Sorry, folks. Anyway, this is great fun, isn't it?
Well, I started the circus because I didn't like the competition deal. Because every time you have
Oh,
a
you mean the
horse
horse
show,
shows?
you have one kid with a blue ribbon
Yeah.
who's really happy,
Yeah.
and you have 19 kids crying.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I just didn't want the competition.
And in today's world, they give everyone a blue ribbon and nobody accomplishes anything, right?
That's right.
But the circus was entertaining and everybody developed skills that you didn't know you needed.
Yeah.
And not all mothers will let you do all these
Yeah.
things.
I know, I never got sued. I mean, really?
And you never had liability,
No,
waiters either to sign.
no.
Yeah.
No, we just think of the things that have changed
Oh,
now.
it's crazy.
You can't do anything
remember
fun.
the,
Very litigious world.
you remember the ladder that twisted?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Gwen got so good at that ladder
Yeah.
that when we went out to look at colleges out in Ohio, they have one at every state fair.
Uh-huh.
We won them. I
Really?
did.
They have them at state fairs now. Topsfield Fair has them. You know, as you climb across, it's a rope ladder with wood.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
only
It
pinned
turns.
in the
Right.
center,
Yeah.
so it would spin.
Yeah.
And she can climb them like crazy.
Yeah, I have to say, ladder climbing is an art. I was in a barn in Vermont last weekend, and there was a litter of kittens in the loft. So I was very, very motivated to get to the top of the ladder. And the rungs were about that far apart. So it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
just like you stepped up.
Right.
And then, about 2/3 of the way up, I realized how vertical it was.
Oh.
And when I got to the top, I had to climb over a railing. And I thought, you know what? This 59-year-old self is not going to be able to reverse and come backward over that railing and then step down those rungs. And I really wanted to see this litter of kittens. They were only a few weeks old. When was the last time we got to hold a litter of kittens, right? So I had the guy that lived at the barn. He climbed up and handed them to me.
Oh,
I couldn't make it. I
Here comes
panicked.
you
with the-
smiling.
I panicked with the height.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wow, she made it.
And I have a wet butt. Golf cart.
Oh, the golf cart.
Yeah. This is the best cake.
Where
Looks
was
like a
the
big
cake?
cake.
It goes right next to the purple mailbox
Down the driveway.
down the end of the driveway. Yeah.
Look at all these dogs
And,
came awake. Not you.
Gold belly. See, that's the name of the company.
Oh. Gold Belly. That's familiar, actually. I've ordered from them before, I think.
We have?
Yeah.
It's so good. Well, everybody else got sick of eating it after 3 days.
Yeah.
I did not.
Was that the chocolate cake that was
Hold
the
on.
other day?
Got it?
Yeah.
I got that one.
My key.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. So,
that's an ad. I'll take that.
oh, an ad? You don't think it's a love note? No, it's an ad.
We'll save it though because everybody wants to read it.
This is from Betty Tingley?
Yeah.
Tingley?
Yeah.
Carlene, Janine, Carly, Elizabeth, Judy, and Christine. How did she know I was coming? Thank you for all you do. Enjoy this as much as you did the first one.
Yeah. Thank you.
She didn't have my name in there. I added that.
Wow.
Another ad? Oh, dry ice?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. I'll take the bottom.
Oh,
box.
it's nice and cold.
I got the bottom box.
Okay.
Can we do
Effective
the dry ice
packaging.
out?
Judy's got the bottom box.
Yeah.
Put it over there.
Very effective packaging.
Got one of those funny clothing devices. There you go.
There you go.
All right.
This side.
Wow. Look at this thing.
Oh. Okay, why don't we take it in the kitchen and just
Yeah.
start eating it?
Any last questions for mail call? Are we good for today?
They can all watch us eat cake.
Yeah. Okay, on to the cake.
How
Okay.
was the corn
Thanks for
watching?
joining us this evening.
All right. Thanks. Thanks
Go-
everyone.
Go Coke.
All right.
I go back to eating corn.
So how was the corn?
It's good, but I'm not finished.
Well,